Hey guys, with all the drama going on with Tim Pool and Candace Owens, I never had a chance to share with you guys a story about the time that I actually met Tim Pool. It was at a Trump rally. It says about 7 years ago now. It's hard to believe that it's been that long. Man, it was a long drive from Illinois. Look at that, about 4 hours and 58 minutes. That's a long drive for somebody that's used to living in the city and always going within 30 to 40 miles, to get whatever you needed. But this was a long drive. And I'll tell you, 7 years ago, those McDonald's, they had those large sweet teas for $1. I hit the road with one of them, and I'm telling you, by the time I got to Murphrysboro, I hit the bathroom before I actually got to the area where we were going to wait in line for several hours. That was my second Trump rally. I hit the bathroom, did my thing, and hopped back in the car. It was chill, man. I mean, everybody was really friendly. It was, I finally got out to this side road where it seemed like the only people that I seen protesting at the time was white women. And it was just weird how they would shout names at you as you're just driving by, you're a fascist, things like that. And they drop F-bombs. It's just perfect strangers driving by in vehicles. Man, oh my God. White women, don't get me on that tangent, man. I can do an hour on that one. So I'm following the signs, right? We're off on some side road. It was, I believe it was at an airport. I went by myself. I took my camera. I mean, really, I didn't have any pictures worth showing you. I mean, they didn't look any different, really, than the ones you see on the internet. It was a great show. It really was. But anyway, so I had to park like 3 miles down the road. It was like off in a cornfield. And then I just followed the herd. I had no idea where we were going. And we just kept walking and walking and walking. It was a really hot day, too. So finally, we get in line. And my bladder started swelling up again. Oh my God. Guys, it's not healthy to hold your bladder like that. You can damage your prostate. So I'm standing in line and I'm starting to sweat bullets. And I'm like, ow, 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 right? And I'm just like, I'm looking around. I see everybody just relaxing, having a good time. Then here comes a car full of young white girls. It was just two of them. I couldn't make out what she was saying at first, but it included an F-bomb. And I said, excuse me? And she gave me the finger. That was weird, man. White women are so f***ed up. But anyway, not all, but most. I'm going to go ahead and say, don't hammer me in the comments section. It's not all of you. A blanket statement, that's just ridiculous. But it's most of you. Anyway, so I'm just dying for a distraction, right? And out of the corner of my eye, somebody just kind of sidled up to me. Now, I had a mile of people behind me at this point, okay? And this guy just sidled up next to me. Now, right away, he annoyed me because he had a stocking cap on. Now, I've never seen Tim Pool before. I'm a huge Gavin McInnes fan, and I only was aware of Tim Pool through videos where Gavin McInnes would reference him having something to do with Vice Media. They worked there at different times. They never worked with each other. It was two different aspects of the business or whatever. But anyway, Tim Pool, he was with Vice he was there in 2014 and then he left. It had something to do with editorial differences or whatever. So I'm just standing, I'm just grateful for the distraction, right? Because I'm just like, I'm seeing stars. I have to piss, man. And I'm about ready to just drop a puddle right there in line. I had to go, man. I mean, my eyes, maybe it was the look on my face. I don't know. But anyway, he leans in and he says, hey, did you ever hear of Tim Pool? And I'm like, Tim Pool, Vice, something to do with Vice Media. I heard Gavin McInnes mention the name, and he just stood next to me, shoulder to shoulder, and just stared straight in line, straight ahead. So I'm sitting there staring at the side of his head, and I'm like, was I right? And he just looked at me, he's like, I'm like, well, so I'm just standing there, I'm starting to get a little annoyed, right? Because this dude, he stood up, and I feel like, okay, this dude's just cutting in line, right? So I go to look behind me. I heard somebody laughing or whatever, and as I turn around and I was going to ask him one last time, Well, am I right? So as I turned to look, he was gone. And I'm thinking, well, where the hell did he go? And I look ahead, he's about 20 people ahead. There's two men and two women, 20s, something like that, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatnot. I just seen him sneak in behind him and go, lean in and say something, and I could see them both say, excuse me? And I could see him mouth, do you know Tim Pool? This fucking con job, this guy, he's just an opportunist, man. He was just grifting his way through the line. I was right. I went home and Googled this asshole's name, and this was the picture, and I'm like, Vice Media? Let's take a look. I just don't get it, man. I mean, why didn't he go, hey, you're right? I see he's having financial issues. I'm not a big Candace fan, all right? I think she just runs her mouth way too much, okay? She's a grifter, just like Brandon Tatum, like any of them people, man. It is all theater, but I'll tell you something. Tim Pool says his house was shot at, so now he's going to have to end his show. Well, I've been watching a lot of people on YouTube lately, a lot of people like Jeremy from The Quartering and, you know, just a lot of other people out there that are talking about how YouTube, they have this huge push right now for YouTube Shorts. So they're really pushing a lot of that, and a lot of their longer form videos are getting a lot less plays. They're not getting as much money. Some of them are saying that their revenue's down as much as 50%. And YouTube also has these new agreements that by uploading my videos to their channel, I'm allowing them to use my videos to train their AI, so eventually their AI can make videos like mine, and they can make all the money and cut me completely, cut you, cut Tim Pool, cut Candace Owens, so I hope she's saving her money. This is all coming to an end, man. YouTube, they're not paying what they used to. I mean, everybody's getting hit hard. And people like Candace, she's doing pretty good right now, but her days are numbered too. But yeah, so back to him. I see that as nothing more than a publicity stunt, to be honest with you, because it's my understanding that a police report wasn't even made. There's no investigation. What the hell are you trying to pull, man? You know, it's all these guys with these gigantic channels. It's just pushing hysteria. Ooh, did you hear what he said to Candace? Wait a minute, Candace, she's replying. It's all theater. My family was almost killed. Fuck you. It's a publicity stunt. It's for clicks. I'm sure he got a nice little boost in t-shirt sales. Not as much as Candace, because she just keeps talking. But anyway, I don't like to censor my videos, but you're going to have to follow me on Rumble. I know it sucks to learn something new, but it's a very simple app, just like YouTube for the most part, but you don't get a lot of spam or rot people from Bangladesh with bot farms just cranking out clips of Joe Rogan and pasting it to another statement saying, look at what Joe Rogan said about this, and you guys are clicking on it. Anyway, guys, I gotta run. Stay out of trouble. We'll holler at you later.